the pattern, and whatever will say, whatever will use the terms in English, whatever I will say, whatever you do, Claire, how to convert the same terms in French. Now, for example, if I will say whatever, it is quacker. Repeat after me, team, quacker. Team, very important thing. If you really want to pick the pattern of French language, if you really want to speak the language, this is a pattern wherein you have to work on. Quacker, which is whatever. Team, we were doing subjunctive, right? Team, listen to me very carefully. Subjunctive is a very important terms in French language. And subjunctive is based upon my connectors. Now, for example, if we have a connector of quacker, quacker is a connector, right? The quacker is count under the category of subjunctive connectors. So if I see, as I've already explained to you, if you will remember my words, whenever we were doing subjunctive pattern, over there we have done, if we have two type of present tense, one is present and one is subjunctive present. Say Claire. Team, you know what? And every session is very important. I understand being a beginner, maybe obviously when I was a student, I was doing subjunctive. Obviously, it was a very tough part for me. But the way I am teaching to you for a subjunctive, if we would have been taught by the same, I think we would not face the problem which we have faced, which I have faced. Because subjunctive, we have been taught after 8 months, after 7 months, after 6 months. And those times it was very toughest situation for us because we have been taught very lower, very normal pattern of French, and dramatically we moved in a very high pattern. So if you really want to have a good grip in the language, subjunctive is very important pattern. For this reason, I'm giving you few subjunctive in the starting so that you can come to know what is subjunctive at least. Is it clear to you? Now, for example, if I use the term whatever I say in English, I use the term, right? Whatever I say to you, is it clear to you? Whatever I say to you. Team, I will use, did I explain to you subjunctive will come after ka only? Remember my words?
Yes.
Subjunctive will come, see how I can grab, how I can reach out in a good scoring of French test. Tell me. The moment if we have a good, the grammar, the vocabularies, the connectors, and a good sentence making and my flow. But the main question is how I can increase my level. The level you will increase with the help of these techniques only. Is it clear to you? So if I'm saying whatever I say to you, team, quacker. Now don't forget quacker and repeat. See, because obviously entire section is recording, so you have to see the recording also. Quacker is my subjunctive. So team, say, deer is my verb to say. Deer is my verb to say. If I will say, I say, I tell, jadi is to present tense abhi. Simple present, because this is my irregular verb team. Exception verbs we have jadi, chudi, ld, nu diso, vudit. Let me, I forgot 1 second. Let me share the link with other live also. 1 second. I forgot 1 second. Team, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, yeah. Let me share the link. Sorry. So, jadi, chudi, illd, nudiso, vudit, nous disons, vous dites, ils disent. So if I say quacker, now quacker is my subjunctive. So what and cur, my subjunctive will always come after cur. So team, what would be the subjunctive these? Repeat after me. Que je these, very important. Que tu these. अमन जी समझ आ रहा है आपको? Que je these, this is subjunctive basically because in French we have two type of present tense. One we have subjunctive present and one we have simple present tense. C'est clair? D'accord. So team, for example, je dis, tu dis, il dit, this is my present tense. But there's some pattern which we use for a subjunctive. So, que je dis, que tu dis, my these is a subjunctive pattern. Il, qu'elle dise, que nous disions, que vous disiez, and qu'il, qu'elle dise. Is it clear to you, team? So repeat after me. Que je dise, bolo. Que tu dise. Bolo, please, because this is a pattern which you have to work on. Because if you will apply the more and more connectors in French, you will get a very good mark. See, par exemple, vous voulez augmenter, vous voulez gagner. Now repeat after me. Par exemple, whatever we are using the term in French, in English, you have to speak after me today. Now I'm saying you have to speak after me today, then this is also going to convert in French. Now, par example, repeat after me because today I want that your tongue speak the language out. At least for 1 hour, you have to speak the language with me. So speak up. Par example.
Par exemple,
Augmenter.
vous voulez augmenter.
Vous voulez augmenter. Now, what is voulez?
Vous voulez.
Voulez. Have you done vouloir verb?
Yes, sir.
Vouloir is my verb to want. Augmenter. What is augmenter verb? We have done to increase.
Increase.
Par exemple, vous voulez augmenter. अब नहीं आप जैसे भूल गए कि what is vous voulez. Obviously, every the more vouloir is my verb. So हम mind fix रखेंगे. आपको मेरे साथ बोलना है फिर. You have to participate with me. Clear? Par exemple, vous voulez augmenter. Répétez après moi.
Par exemple, vous voulez
augmenter votre niveau. What is water? Water is your. Water is your.
Yours.
Now, par exemple, vous voulez augmenter votre niveau. What is niveau? Niveau, we have level. Pen down, please. See, listen to me very carefully. How you learn English. You learn the vocab. But in some extent, you did not learn the vocab because just you speak on and your vocab automatically it fixes in your mind. Level, did you learn level? Did you learn level? So how? It means use daily use. See, in Hindi also we use level, but it's English word. So did I learn, for example, normal words we were talking about, not a heavy words. See, did you learn, for example, in English? For example, did you learn this thing? So, isko bhi learn nahi karna hai. Why we use these type of strategies? Because I want you to speak. Did you learn increase? पहले कभी learn किया होगा ज़्यादा increase. But did you learn increase? It means कुछ ऐसी words हैं जो आपके mind में बैठे हुए हैं. आप एक जो लेबर है, जो लेबर करता है right? उसको भी बोलोगे भैया इंक्रीज हो रहा है, उसको भी पता है इंक्रीज क्या है. So some terms French which I want you don't learn those terms, but yes, we'll do practice so that it will automatically fix in your mind. Is it clear to you? Now repeat after me. Repeat after me. Par example. Par
Par
example.
exemple, vous
Par
voulez augmenter
example
votre
is for
nom.
example. So repeat after me. Par example.
Par exemple,
Vous voulez. What is vous voulez? We have verb vouloir. Vouloir is my verb to.
you
Vous
one
voulez
wants to.
the conjugation. Say Claire. Now, for example, vous voulez augmenter. Repeat after me. Augmenter. Augmenter to increase. And don't forget now augmenter. Now, obviously, every the monk for Amanji, for Shrishni, and for Jasmine. And yes, it can be why it can obviously can be tough the moment we pick the pattern of templates. But automatically, gradually, slowly and slowly, you will understand the terms of these templates. Now I use the terms slowly and slowly and gradually. What to say in French? Tell me, okay, you tell me. What is the technique? What do you think to increase the level? If you have to teach me English, it means Hindi or English. So you will explain to me, okay, speak after me slowly and slowly, gradually.
Yes.
So knowingly you use these verbs, terms in English. देखो, A1 pattern, A2 pattern is very simple. The book language if you're talking about. B1 book pattern, okay, it's fine. But the language will always, you learn and you catch the word the moment you speak with the trainer. Clear? Obviously, we'll give you some books also. A lot of books. I will Monday onwards मैं आपको कुछ books upload करूँगा आपके WhatsApp पे. And the moment you will read the books of A1 and A2, it will be very simple for you now. Say clear. But I want to speak the language French. So repeat after me. What is your niveau is level. Repeat after me. Niveau. Niveau is level. Now, par exemple, vous voulez documenter votre niveau de français? The. What is the, Shrishni? The. DE. The. DE. The. I have seen your booklet. आपने DE लिखा हुआ है. Dala, due. What is that? Off. आपने लिखा हुआ है. I've seen your notebook. पता है क्या बच्चों? Whatever we are doing, it is not we will write down. The is off. Clear? The is off. So I'm saying, for example, vous voulez. What is vous voulez?
One wants to increase.
Augmenter, increase. Votre niveau. What is votre? Votre is your. Niveau is level of French. The français. अब श्रीजनी इसको आप कैसे करोगे? You speak after me. Okay. Now, for example, how we'll do this? We'll gradually will pick the pace, and you speak after me. Repeat. Par exemple, vous voulez augmenter
Vous voulez augmenter
votre niveau
votre
de
niveau
français.
de français.
Par exemple, vous voulez augmenter, augmenter, Votre niveau de français. C'est clair. Now, we. Bolo team we. What to say we in French? Yes.
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 Exactement. We. Exactement. Amandeep ji, speak please.
Yes, sir.
We. Exactement.
Exactement.
Yes.
We exactement.
Then you ask a question to your examiner. मैं quelle est la technique? Quelle est लिखो quelle est la technique? Quelle est la technique? अच्छा sorry type नहीं हो रहा अच्छा okay. Then you are asking a question from jury. मैं quelle est la technique? What is the technique? Vous posez le questionnaire avec votre examiner. Technique, we have techniques. Quelle, what is quelle? Quelle is what, Shijni? What is EST? Is. La, we have the. Quelle est la technique? Now, par exemple, maintenant, vous posez. What is vous posez? Poser is my verb to
Ask. So,
vous posez la questionnaire. Vous posez la questionnaire. What is la question? The questioners.
the questions.
Vous posez la question. Vous posez les questionnaires because there are a lot of questions. Vous posez les questionnaires. Vous demandez. Répétez après moi. Vous demandez. Demandez is my
Vous
verb.
demandez.
Best. Team, you have to speak these terms back to back now. On a daily basis, the moment you do practice with my sessions, at least 1.5 hours, you have to speak only in French with the help of these sessions. Now, for example, how, comment? For example, if I'm teaching, for example, vous voulez augmenter, then you pause the session and you say, okay, par exemple, vous voulez augmenter votre niveau de français. C'est clair. You have to do practice like that if you really want to have a good grip in the language. Mais, quelle est la technique? Répétez après moi. Mais, but, quelle est la technique? What is the technique? Repeat after me, please. Mais,
मैं quelle est la technique?
quelle est la technique? Vous posez les questionnaires. Répétez après moi. Vous posez les questionnaires.
Vous posez les
demandez
questionnaires.
The questionnaire.
informations. Répétez après moi. Vous demandez des informations. Vous demandez. What is demander? Demander is my verb.
Request.
You request the information. You request des informations, some informations. Vous obtenez, is very important. Vous obtenez we have verb obtenir. Pen down, please. We have verb obtenir. Obtenir is my verb to get. Very important verb. Obtenir. Pen down, please. Obtenir is my verb to get. Team, now this is my obtenir. How to conjugate obtenir verb? Obtenir is my, I use obtenir verb. See, it is very important verb. Let me write it down. Obtenir is my verb to get. J'obtiens, let me write it down, okay? We do j'obtiens, tu obtiens, il l'obtient, nous obtenons, Vous obtenez, ils obtiennent. Now repeat after me. Let me write it down. 1 second. I can write it down over here. J'obtiens. Repeat after me. J'obtiens.
You
Tu
obtain. You obtain.
obtenir is my verb to get. Repeat after me. Obtenir is my verb to get. If I will say I get, j'obtiens. Tu obtiens. Elle obtient. Nous obtenons. Nous obtenons. Vous obtenez. Elles obtiennent. Team obtenir verb we use lot of time. How to use get? Use get in French. Get me glass of water. Get me this. Get this work done by blah blah. We use get lot of times. I want to get some information. So it means that get is very common in English. The same in French. Obtenir. Repeat after me. Obtenir. Obtenir is
Obtain.
to get. So repeat after me. J'obtiens.
You obtain.
Il
You obtain. Il obtient.
obtenons.
Nous obtenons.
Vous obtenez.
Vous
Vous all
obtenez.
obtenez.
Elles obtiennent.
Elles
Ils
obtiennent.
obtiennent.
C'est clair. Now repeat Jasmine and Amanjeet ji. Par exemple,
For
vous
example,
voulez, yes, vous voulez augmenter
voulez apprendre
votre niveau de français.
votre niveau de français.
Oui, exactement. Oui,
Exactement.
exactement. Mais, but, quelle est la
Mais
technique? Quelle est la
Mais-
technique?
la technique,
Vous posez les questionnaires,
vous posez les questionnaires,
vous demandez des informations,
nous demandez
Des informations.
des informations. ये
des
term clear हुआ आपको?
informations.
पक्का? Now,
Yes.
for example, if you will say, for example, slowly and slowly, pen down please, slowly and slowly, whatever we are using in English, we have to convert in French today. Slowly and slowly, gradually. Remember we were doing IELTS, if you have done IELTS, वहाँ पे हम ये करवाते हैं terms, gradually, consistently, clear. Very important things, slowly and slowly, gradually. I move to the direction of foreign language. Obviously, it helped me a lot if in case, what to say if in case in French. Team, you have to repeat the entire phrases. If in case I will, if in case I work hard, but is there something which we have to look for the understanding? वैसे ही, क्योंकि मैं बोलना चाह रहा था आपको इंग्लिश में कि टीम, what is the techniques? Obviously what if in case you work hard, is it really help you? Is it really help you? Now, for example, if you say, for example, pen down please. If you will say, for example, if you ask a question, okay, monsieur, sir, monsieur, if I work hard, is it really, is it really, is it really a truth where I can look myself? If I work hard, really a truth where I can look myself in a language program. Now, Amy, if I work hard, it is really a truth where I can look myself in a language program, in a language domain, in a language subject. Now, team, this is a conversation basically. Clear? Gradually, you will come to know what to say gradually. Now, for example, my first was slowly and gradually, slowly and slowly. Repeat after me. Pati ya pati. Repeat after me, team. Pati we have small. Pati or pati. Slowly and slowly. Pati or pati. Patit we have small. Pati or pati. See, acha, tell me how I came to know slowly and slowly. It means kahin na kahin, this is something like you use the terms in slowly and slowly it is increasing, gradually it is increasing. Is it clear to you? So slowly and slowly, pati or pati, say Claire. Is it, repeat after me? Pati or pati, it means slowly and slowly. Is it clear to you? Clear? So repeat after me slowly and slowly. I can say pati to pati. Repeat pati or pati and pati to pati. Is it clear to you? Clear to you? Sure. So repeat after me. More and more. What to say then more and more?
Plus en plus.
Exact mot. The plus en plus. Répétez après moi. The plus en plus. Team ये भूलना नहीं है please because मैं आपको connectors दे रहा हूँ and obviously uh, the moment we started the session I asked you to watch the video. The session was very important which you have to see. So pati or pati to pati to ये pati or pati the plus en plus répétez après moi. The plus en plus the more and more. The plus en plus. Team repeat. See, obviously sentence making you will understand, but at least first we have to understand the main thing, the more and more. The plus en plus. Répétez après moi, team. The plus en plus.
The blues are blue.
Gradually. Gradually. Progressivement. Répétez après moi. Progressivement. Progressivement. Progressivement is gradually. Progressivement. You know, progress gradually. Progressivity. This is the term which you use. Now let's say after pati or pati.
Progressive move.
Now, for example, you will say gradually it is increasing. Now, team, listen to me why we are doing these type of terms. Gradually you came to progressive more. What to say increase? Yes,
Augmenter.
that how you can keep the pick the pattern. Say Claire. Because we are trying our best when we can give you a very, good techniques, strategies to pick the language. And which I observe, to be honest, if we really want to pick the pattern, obviously it takes some time, 3, 4 months it takes. right? But with the help of these patterns, you will pick the pace in the language. Otherwise, I have seen the students, even trainers also, they have spent 2, 3, 4 years, but they don't speak fluent. After spending 3 and 4 years in the language also. Because the main problem is you're not aware of these terms and how you speak up. If I teach you in a booklet, verbs, okay, you have to do comprehension, you will read and give the some vocabularies. That's not a pattern where you will work on because language is not about this way. You know, in your PTE, अगर आप पीटी का टेस्ट देते हैं पीटीई उसमें सबसे पहले एक क्वेश्चन आता है रीड अलाउड का जो कंप्यूटर चेक करता है आपका रीड अलाउड क्वेश्चन कि how much you have a capability to speak aloud in the language. So that's what we are doing over here. So progressive mode, rep aprimo, progressive mode,
Progressive
Progressive
mode.
mode.
so plus,
Plus
Plus
on
on
plus.
plus.
progressive mode is gradually. The plus on plus is more and more. And pati upati slowly. Now you came to know. Say clear. And Steam, these terms we use in B2 and B1. Now you are very kid in the language, but you're speaking grammatic in the portion of B1 and B2 also, and even A2 also we have done the grammar. Obviously, we'll do a lot of things for even A2 also, Abhi. But dramatically, we are picking the pattern. Say clear. And that how because uh, next 4 months में बच्चे B2 भी क्लियर कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे नेक्स्ट 5 मंथ से C1 भी क्लियर हो रहा है अभी एक गर्ल है खरड़ से उनका अभी एक बहुत अच्छा स्कोर आया है hardly she spent I think 3.5 months in the language and TEF is a very you know highly skillful exam so that how the pattern works speak after come to know say clear so progressive mode the plus on plus pati on pati say clear is it clear to you now for example if I will say dirige मैंने लिखा है I move to the direction of foreign language. I move. अब move, what is move in English? भैया यहाँ पे move हो जाओ ना. अब कोई अगर आप ट्रेन में ट्रैवल कर रहे हो उसको इंग्लिश नहीं आती है भैया थोड़ा सा move हो जाओ. He will understand move. So I have to understand these terms in French also. Team, we have verbs. Sir, this is my sir verb. We have done sir verb team. Sir dirige, very important. Don't forget the term se dirige, very important. Se dirige is my verb to move. Se dirige. Say clear. Se dirige is my verb to move. So I'm saying I move to the direction of the foreign language. Team, I can say je me dirige because je me, verb, je me dirige vers. Vers, c'est-à-dire quoi? Vers, c'est votre towards. Vers, c'est clair. Je me dirige vers la langue étrangère. Je me dirige, I move. Se diriger is my verb to move. Se diriger. Repete après moi, se diriger. Now today you have to speak after me. Se diriger. So I'm saying
Dirige.
I move towards the direction of the foreign language. Je me dirige vers la langue étrangère. I move towards the language, foreign language. Je me dirige, répétez après moi, je me dirige vers la langue
La langue
étrangère. Répétez après moi, je me dirige
Yamadari.
la langue
Vers la
The
langue
long
Dirige is my verb to move. Vers, towards. La langue, the language. Étrangère, étrangère, we have foreign. Is it clear to you? Now, répétez après moi. Progressivement, de plus en plus,
Plus en plus.
petit,
Petit.
vers la langue étrangère. Répétez après moi.
La langue étrangère.
Now, we use one term. Obviously, it helps me a lot. Obviously. What is obviously? Yes, we have done évidemment. Évidemment. Évidemment, obviously. Ça m'aide beaucoup. Ça, c'est-à-dire quoi? It, that helps me. It helped me. C'est clair? Ça, c'est-à-dire quoi? That. Ça is that, ça is it, मेरी help. Ma is मेरी, ma, med. अच्छा, how we use med? In Hindi we have मेरी help. मेरी is ma. मेरी, my help. Ed. We have a ede verb. We have two vowels. So med. Samed. Répétez après moi. Samed. Samed. Beaucoup. Beaucoup is a lot of. Samed beaucoup. See if. Samed beaucoup. It helps me a lot. Samed beaucoup. Now, for example, if I will say it helps me a lot. Ça m'aide beaucoup. It helps me a lot. See, we have if. Au cas où, pen down, please, team. If in case, au cas où. Team, répétez après moi. If in case, in English, it's very common, if in case. So use these terms in French also so that it will be very common for you in French also. Au cas où. Répétez après moi. Au cas où. Évidemment. Ça m'aide beaucoup.
Ça m'aide beaucoup. Si au cas où.
What is travail?
Work.
Sure, we have hard. Si je travaille sure. Sure, we have hard. I'm saying évidemment, ça m'aide beaucoup. Ça m'aide beaucoup si au cas où je travaille sure. Si au cas où. Au cas où we have if in case.
Cas où.
Is it? I'm saying évidemment, ça m'aide beaucoup. Obviously, it helps me. If in case, si au cas où je travaille dur. If in case I work hard. Is it clear to you? Sure? Clear? So, répétez après moi. Progressivement.
Progressivement.
Petit.
Petit.
Plus en plus.
Plus en plus.
Je me dirige.
Je me dirige
La langue étrangère.
vers la langue étrangère.
Évidemment.
Évidemment.
Ça m'aide beaucoup.
Ça m'aide beaucoup.
Au cas où.
Au cas où
Je travaille.
je travaille
Dur.
Is it clear?
dur.
Clear?
Yes.
Now, for example, if you have a term which we have used, but there is something which we have to look for the understanding. Is it clear to you? Now, but मैं is there. हमने क्या था? There is Ilya and is there Yatel.
Yes.
Have we done now? Yatil something, quelque chose. मैं, अमनजीत जी समझ आ रहा है आपको? Did you understand?
Yes.
मैं
Yes.
इंडिया. देखो टीम, आपको मेरे सेशंस डेली देखने हैं. At least if you really want to grab a language, these are technique you can learn the language in 2 months also. Yes, if you will watch the sessions and you will spend more and more and more time with sessions. The moment you will spend a more and more time, obviously you're working also somewhere, but at least spare some time and spend a time. For example, if I'm spending 1 hour in a day, obviously take some little time. But if I'm spending 2 hours in a day, it's take a less little time. If I'm spending 5, 6 hours in a day, it's spending a less and less little time. A less and less time. Say Claire. Because the session is with you. You have the content, you have the videos, that's a major content you have. So watch those sessions. Say Claire. Now, may, but is there? Yatil, something, quelque chose. So quelque chose is something, quelque chose which we have. Que is that and which also. Que, that we have to look. Que and key is also which. QUI, pen down please. Key. QUI, key is also which? Key. मैं यातिल quelque chose that we have to. What is we have to? What is my we have to? The what? The what verb? The what? So nous devons chercher is my verb to look.
Look.
La compréhension. Compréhension we have comprehend, understanding. La compréhension, understanding, comprehend. You know comprehend in English. So, mais y a-t-il quelque chose que nous devons chercher la compréhension? Now, for example, if I will say, but if there is something which we have to look for the understanding. Répétez après mais. Y a-t-il quelque chose
Y a-t-il quelque chose
que nous devons
nous devons
chercher la compréhension?
chercher la compréhension?
Is it clear to you? Now, for example, if I will say, if you work hard, it is really a truth. Then I can look myself in a language program, domain, and subject. Team, one thing I want to explain to you, team, first. May I rub this? What is this in French? What is this in French? Sir, set, say. I think we have done also. Sir, set, say. Sir, we use for masculine this.
Yes.
Set we use for feminine this. And say we have these, plural. Is it clear to you? Sir, set, say. Is it clear to you? Now, for example, if I'm saying, if I work hard, si je travaille dur, répétez après moi. Si je travaille dur, répétez après moi s'il vous plaît. Si je travaille dur, c'est vraiment, vraiment une vérité. What is say? This is EST we have is say you came to what is say? Répétez après moi. Si je travaille dur. Vremo is really, team, really, Vremo. Don't forget Vremo now. Vremo, really. Si je travaille dur, c'est vraiment une vérité. This is really a truth, vérité. Si je travaille dur, if I work hard, si je travaille dur. C'est vraiment une vérité. It is really a truth. Where? Où is where? Je peux me regarder. Where I can see. मैं देख सकता हूँ अपने आप में. Je peux Me regarder. Me is मुझे मैं. Regarder is my verb to look. See. Dans a program. What is don? D-A-N-S. Don is inside. In. Say, Claire, we have done, right? Those are program. See, for example, just understand now. Can you read and understand the language now? A bit. Now, for example, कुछ words ऐसे होंगे wherein it will be very common for you and you will speak up. For example, English में से बहुत कम निकलता है वैसे English में. For example, वैसे निकलते ही for example है. So do your practice. I hardly say obviously in English. By default, it automatically it is come like evidamo. I hardly say a lot in English. By default, it come enormamo. Rep यहाँ पे हुआ enormamo.
Enormous.
Enormum.
Practice enormamo.
Enormum.
Let me write it down. Enormamo. To. T-A-N-T. To.
Tom.
Enormamo. Rep यहाँ पे हुआ. Enormemo. To. To is a lot of. To, a lot. Boku. Boku is a lot. A lot of. The is my of. I can insert the. Say Claire. Enormemo. Enormemo the. Boku the. To the. Is it clear to you, team? Extremo. Repte apremo. Extremo. Repte apremo team. Extremo. Naya vocab दिया आज मैंने. See, we have done enormamo, we have done ton, we have done boku. Now over here we have extremo. Repte apremo team. Extremo. Repte apremo s'il vous plaît. Extremo.
Extremo.
Team, you have to speak up, please. Extremo.
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 Extremely. You know, it is very extreme now. Extremely expensive. Extremely. You know extremely now? Extremo. Say Claire.
Extremo.
Team, use these terms. Obviously, it will see. Do you think so? The pattern which we are working for, the workshop which you're working for, it will give you a touch in speaking and oral, listening, writing. So repeat after me. Excepcionelmo. Excepcionelmo. Repite après moi. Excepcionelmo.
Exceptional.
Success.
Now your terms. Section B, oral. Listen to me, TEF students, candidates. In your section B, oral, you have to use these terms. Extremo, excepcionelmo, repte après moi. Isko be used in writing also. À l'extrême. Team, use please. À l'extrême. Now repte après moi.
Alex.
This is a vocab literally touch the level of B2, which you are required in your TEF. Extremo,
Extremo.
al extreme,
Al extremo.
repeat after me. Excepcionelmo.
Excepcionalmo.
Al extreme is a. Whenever we have a, we have a graph symbol that is 2. We have done a preposition to a, but over here we have a symbol of graph. Al extreme to the extreme. Al extreme, team, use these terms. Al extreme, fortement. Repeat after me. Fortement, very important, team. Fortement. Repeat after me, please. Fortement is
Fortement.
strongly. Fortement. Infiniment. Repeat after me, team. Infiniment.
Optimo means strongly.
Strongly, yes. Fortement. infinimo is in है ना infinitely
Likely.
है ना मतलब कि
Yeah.
extreme endless
Mm.
infinimo very important. Is it clear? So team, use the term please. Seizure thermitude. Seizure thermitude. Team,
See otherwise.
at least if you're spending an hours in a session, you try yourself to speak after me entire thing, so that your tongue can an hour to speak up. Take an hour. See, your tongue also requires an hour to speak. Obviously, okay. If you have to teach me Korean, and I don't know Korean, so my tongue need an hour, 200 hours, 100 hours. But why I will take 100 hours? If I want to cover in 50 hours, it means I have to move my tongue in so many hours. The same the language it is. C'est clair. So si je travaille dur,
Si je travaille dur,
c'est vraiment
c'est vraiment
une vérité
une vérité
où je peux me regarder
où je peux me regarder
Regarder
dans ce programme
dans un programme
program.
the long.
de long.
What is domain? Where we have your domain. Sujet, we have your subject. Métier. Repeat after métier is your profile. Métier. We have done, right?
Yes.
Métier. E, we have a symbol.
Yes.
Métier. C'est clair, team. C'est clair. So, देखिए आपसे just write you. C'est vraiment आपको वैसे ही बोलना है. पहले we start from Shishni. Now, listen to me and use the same terms, same body language you have to use. Si je travaille dur, c'est vraiment une vérité. Où je peux me regarder dans ce programme de langue, domaine, sujet, métier. Bolo. Very good. C'est très bien. C'est excellent. Excellent. Can you speak up, Jasmine?
C'est vraiment une vérité et je peux me regarder dans un programme de langue, domaine, sujet, métier.
Very good. Amandeep ji, can you speak up?
Ça y est, travail dur.
Hmm?
C'est vraiment une vérité
Hmm?
où je peux me regarder dans un programme de langue,
Excellent.
domaine, sujet.
Excellent. Excellent. That how you see if you read the language, you're very see there's no error in the pronunciation. It is just you read the language with me. Speak aloud with me. Now, for example, if I ask you, can we repeat the phrases first, whatever we have done today? Jasmine and Shrishni, one by one phrases repeat करो आप दोनों. जैसे first आप, second आप, clear करो फटाफट. And थोड़ा सा तेज बोलना.
For example, vous voulez augmenter votre review de français. Oui, exactement.
थोड़ा सा fast तेज बोलो. Read aloud.
Mais quelle est la technique? Vous posez la questionnaire, vous demandez des informations, vous obtenez.
हाँ बोलो 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 बोलो.
Progressivement. Évidemment, ça m'aide beaucoup. Si on passe, je travaille dur.
Si on का ऊ. और S थोड़ी सा si on का ऊ.
Si on cas où, je travaille dur.
C'est clair.
Mis à deux, quelque chose que nous devons chercher de compréhension. Si je travaille dur, c'est vraiment une vérité où je peux me regarder sur mes sujets.
Say clear. Is it clear to the team? Now team, let me take to the pattern of subjunctive again, because obviously every the more subjunctive play a vital role. Is it clear to you? आपका ऑफिस तो नहीं, कितने बजे आपका ऑफिस? तो आप ब्रेकफास्ट करके आए हो, जाना है, ठीक है फिर ऑफिस है आपका। ओके टीम, एक काम करते हैं, टीम यू देयर, ऑल ऑफ यू टीम यू देयर,
Yes, sir.
ऑफिस स्टार्ट हो गया है। सो मैं आपसे ना फिर कुछ रिकॉर्डिंग शेयर करूंगा टीम, ठीक है, बिकॉज आई डोंट वांट कि श्रेणी और जैस्मिन का मिस हो सेशन, क्योंकि today's session is important, yes, obviously. So team, what I'm going to do is now, listen to me very carefully, very carefully. What I would say, I'm going to share this video obviously, but I will share again because today I have a theater with different teammates around 10:30, 11 o'clock. We have a theater in French today, where there will be a conversation program. You have to watch those sessions also, and I will send it to you. And the session which we have, I have shared with you the techniques and all these things, the connectors and voice connection wala 1 hour ka session. You have to watch those and send it back to me. And definitely team, now you tell me, if you spend you spend 1 month, right? What it would be the next 1 month program? What it will the next 45 days program? It means moment aayega wo. Say clear. Obviously, it will take some time, but a moment gradually you will pick the moment. Say clear. Therefore, हम अब theaters करने शुरू करेंगे team back to back, क्योंकि अभी grammar we have already have covered most of grammar. With that subjunctive, थोड़ा subjunctive कराऊंगा and हम theaters अब शुरू करेंगे करने. Listening theaters, writing theaters. Now the day come when we enter in the theaters, daily basis पे. Clear team?
Yes.
आपकी जो session को disconnect कर रहा हूँ team. Session को देखना आप, and I hope it will help you out the today's session. Your team, okay?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.